So it's winter, and obviously you don't have time to be cleaning your car from the outside, but there's actually one key component that you could actually be cleaning, which is going to be the engine bay. So today I'll be showing you how to clean it fast and easy using zero water. So we're going to start off first with our nonsense super cleaner. Now, nonsense super cleaner is just strictly a cleaner. It's not going to protect, it's not going to shine, it's just simply going to remove all the filth and grime. I'll be pairing this up using my Boar's hair detailing brush. I'm going with a smaller brush just so I could get into the nooks and crannies, especially because we're stuck inside our garage. And of course, I do have my microfiber towels. I'll just move these to the back over here. And then I'll be doing a 50-50 for you guys, just so I could showcase how an engine bay looked, how we started versus how we restore it. So that side, I'm not going to touch. This side, I will touch. To start off with, I'll start by spraying the cleaner onto the plastic. Now, whenever you are cleaning an engine bay, I always recommend letting it sit. If it's hot, obviously let it sit. If it's cold, you're good to go. So I'll spray directly on there. I'm going to let the cleaner do its job. I'm also going to spray directly onto my brush. And then I'll put my bottle off to the side. And then I'll start off by scrubbing the engine bay. Now, I always recommend agitating the engine bay using a brush, especially with nonsense super cleaner, because as soon as you start scrubbing it, you'll start seeing that all the filth and grime starts uplifting, because the clean power from nonsense super cleaner is going to help me remove all the grime away from the engine bay. So I'll just start going back and forth. And obviously, if I do need a blower, I could also bring out a blower. But today, I'll be showing you guys the minimal things you need to use to clean up a whole entire engine bay. And I just want to show you guys how dirty this engine bay actually is. So look at this. So no one ever wants to have a dirty engine bay. I'll spray a little bit more nonsense super cleaner onto the plastics. Now, one thing you do want to just prevent from spraying is don't spray the alternator or any areas where obviously water is not intended to be at. And like I mentioned before, nonsense super cleaner is just going to clean the engine bay. It's not going to protect it. It's just helping me uplift all the filth and grime away from the surface. And then after a couple passes, what I also like to do, grab my brush, clean it out as best as I can, and then continue by cleaning it. Okay, so we just finished cleaning up half of this engine bay, and I just wanted to show you guys the filth and grime that we pulled off. I mean, these towels are trash. So always have designated towels for your engine bay. If you're a person like me, obviously you won't be getting to this point, but if you're a person that never cleans your engine bay, have some designated towels for your engine bay. So we just finished cleaning it up. You guys can see that side has not been touched. This side has been touched. This side's still looking dull, neglected, and dull, and dusty compared to this side. Now it's clean. But there's also a different step that you can still take to rejuvenate it even more. And that's by using our black on black instant trim shine. So this instant trim shine is super easy to use and safe to use on your engine bay. And I'm going with the aerosol dressing instead of a cream dressing, because obviously there's nooks and crannies where it could be a little bit more difficult to get a cream dressing on. So I'm just popping off the cap. This is the bottle. Put the sprayer off to the side, shake it, and then we're going to start it off just by lightly misting it on the cap. And immediately you can start seeing that it starts restoring your engine bay. So this is how actually a dealer does a hack whenever either they're selling a car to you or whatnot. You could actually do this to your lease. You could do this to your car if you want to resell it. You just simply lightly mist it on. And then if you have some excess, you could just come back with a soft microfiber towel and just buff it off. But just by doing this step, you can see that it's completely restored. What I like to do, I like to apply a pretty heavy coat just to let the plastic soak everything in. And then I'll come back with a secondary towel just to buff off any residue. And just like that, you guys can see that I fully restored the engine bay on this side. I mean, there's an insane before and after. This is basically you versus the person she tells you not to worry about. I mean, this side is now clean. It is now protected. So black on black not only just restores, but it also protects. And that's a big key factor, especially if you have a show car or a daily driven car. And like I mentioned before, if you start leaking oil or your engine bay is basically leaking something from antifreeze, you know exactly where it's coming from because your engine bay is clean. But there's also a pro tip for you. If you have a lease or you're trying to sell your car, do this to your engine bay. You'll get a couple more bucks, and like that, maybe you can take me out for some dinner. But anyways, guys, if you guys would like to take your engine bay to the next level, you already know where to find these products. ChemicalGuys.com. This is Nonsense Super Cleaner. This is black on black. Your engine bay could look like this, and like that, your car stays in yours for longer. As always, I'm Henry. We'll see you guys next time.